The headless horseman advanced step by step toward the old man, battle axe raised. The old man immediately chanted a spell, binding the horseman with chains. In 2 swift swings, the knight severed the chains and advanced, raising his axe to cleave the old man's head. His purpose was to reclaim his own head, lost 250 years prior during a war when a captain named Cray severed it in battle, leaving the knight gravely wounded and unconscious. Ultimately, their blood merged, binding their fates together. To stop the Dark Knight, Cray's wife, Catherine, had no choice but to curse both men simultaneously. She then cast the Dark Knight's corpse into the river's depths, while Cray was buried in a cave within the Valley of Slumber. It wasn't until the 21st century that he awoke from his tomb, simultaneously awakening the Dark Knight. Upon arriving in the sleepy town, the Dark Knight began a rampage of brutal killings. Patrol Officer Lisa received a police dispatch reporting an anomaly in a nearby barn. Lisa and her partner immediately responded to the call. Upon arrival, they split up to investigate. While surveying the area, Lisa suddenly discovered an elderly man's severed head. She urgently alerted her partner, who had also found something amiss in the stable. He raised his gun in warning, only for a headless knight to emerge, wielding a crimson battle axe. The officer froze in terror. They fired their weapons, but the bullets proved ineffective against the headless horseman. He remained standing despite multiple hits. Hearing the gunfire, Lisa rushed back to the scene. She witnessed the horseman sever her partner's head before charging away on a white horse, leaving Lisa helplessly watching him depart. Meanwhile, after regaining consciousness, Crius arrived in the town and was brought to the police station by Andy as the suspected murderer. However, Lisa immediately recognized this was not the headless knight she had seen. The knight she witnessed wore old-style Red Army attire and wielded an axe. Upon hearing Lisa's description, Crius exclaimed in horror that this was precisely the knight he had beheaded. Lisa was utterly shocked, but no one believed Crius' story. They hooked him up to a lie detector for testing. Crius claimed to have served under General Washington and recounted his wartime experiences. After questioning, the machine showed no reaction. The others remained skeptical and planned to commit him to a mental institution, but Lisa sensed something eerily off. She resolved to help Cray uncover the truth, for it reminded her of the supernatural visions from her childhood. She had always seen 4 snow-white trees,